Welcome to my YouTube channel and my Facebook channel. I want to welcome each and every one of y'all. If y'all don't know me, my name is Vicky. Welcome everyone. I have been talking lately about the updates of my health and about diabetes and what I'm learning to just eliminate and just destroy diabetes, because I have really got on board about my health, and I'm really doing a great job. So I'm just going to dive right into it and welcome everyone. And I learned, you may hear the meditation music in the background. So that helps me as well to keep me focused, keep me relaxed, and to concentrate on just doing the right thing for my body. Because having diabetes, I am learning about how important it is to listen to your body, as well as putting the right foods into your mouth. As I prepared myself today and I got ready and get ready for church and everything, I was thinking about how important it is to listen to my body, because I have been following this young man. He's very knowledgeable when it comes to diabetes and health heart disease, and he had so many health issues that was wrong with him. And I said, oh my God. But every time when I tune in to him on YouTube, I learned something different and I learned something new. So I got my little pad here today where I have been keeping, just writing down and keeping notes and journaling about my thoughts and my physical appearance, and the way that I feel physically and mentally. And I was listening to him this morning. I can't think of the young man's name. I do apologize. But as I get on this journey, having fog brain will soon disappear if I continue to do the juice fast, which I learned this morning, getting ready for church and listening to him. He stayed on the juice fast 120 days. He said if you would stick to the juice fast at least 4 months, all the things that we have going on in our bodies, as far as health issues and everything, they will go away. Even the brain fog that we, forget a lot of things. Now, I'm 61, and that's no excuse, because I know that I should not be that fog brain. But because of the things that I have put in my body for so long, have damaged my body, just eating unhealthy food, it's going to take a while to get it out. It's going to be a challenge, but I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to put it in. Do I fall short? Yes. Yes, I do. I'm not going to sit up here and say it's easy. I'm not going to sit up here and say that I don't fall short. Because one thing I have learned in these past few days of doing the juice fast, and it's my third day. It is my third day, and I am going to be as transparent as I know how. It has been a struggle, but I have stayed on the course the best way I know how, because I am determined to get this under control. And I just don't want to be on no needles, no shots. I don't want to be hospitalized. I don't want to have heart disease. I don't want to have kidney problems or kidney failure. I don't want to have liver disease. I don't want to have legs amputated. I don't want to be winding up in the hospital or a wheelchair, or just want somebody to take care of me. And I don't want none of those things. And I have to learn how to be persistent in what I do. That's the biggest struggle I have, being persistent in the things I do. Now, do I get cravings? Yes, I do. But I'm learning when I get those cravings, to go take a walk, go exercise, go read a book, go journal, go play with my dog. Just do something physically, mentally, that would take my mind away from the cravings. So I'm learning how to do that. Is it easy? No. Is it a struggle? Yes, because I'm new at this. This is my third day. And actually, it's 11:08 p.m. tonight, which I have to practice on going to bed at a certain time. What I have learned today, I want to share with you guys, that people with health issues really need to, you see all these lights that I have on, I have my lights on. What I learned today, at 9, when the sun goes down, and I have lights on at 11:08 p.m. tonight, which it should not be any lights on, because one thing, the melatonin that I have in my body right now, I should be asleep. And I learned from the doctor, Awaken Yahoo. It's not Yahoo. Yaki. I would think of his name, but Awaken. He says, if you get a red light, it would relax you, mellow you out, and all the melatonin in your body would make you sleep. He say every light in your home should be out at 9:30. At 9:30 at night, it's time to relax your body. It's time to, just let everything go, the cares of whatever you've been through that day. Get a red bulb. And I'm going to get a red light for my home to be relaxed, so I can be relaxed and prepare myself every night if I don't have to go to work. But, I do work 2 jobs, and the days that I'm off, I am going to prepare myself starting at 8 p.m. that night, to start winding down and putting on meditation music in the background to help me start relaxing, getting my mind set, getting my body relaxed, and get me a red light to put in my, in my house. So I learned that today. Also, I had to write down some things and rewind, go back and watch the video. So, it says juice. You can juice your vegetables. Wait a minute. Start juicing your vegetables instead of cooking them. So I wrote that down. It says instead of cooking them, you can start juicing them, because you'll get the whole nutritional substance that we need for our body to heal. Now, if we cook it on heat, it's taken away. And I said, I'm not used to eating raw. I'm not used to juicing a lot of my meals, especially vegetables, because I love to cook. And I'm going to have to get into the habit of learning how to juice my vegetables. Now it's gonna be a process. It's not gonna take like overnight to do this. So, but I'm gonna gradually start juicing some of the things that I can use. You know, I love vegetables, and I said, okay, that's gonna be a challenge for me, but that's gonna be one of the goals that I have to do in order to get rid of diabetes, is to start taking better care of myself, to love myself more than I do. We say that we love ourselves, but we put everything in this body that don't belong in here. We put fried foods in here. We put potato chips in here. We put cookies, candy, ice cream, and the list goes on and on. But we say we love ourselves. And I had to think about that. I say, I tell myself I love myself. I take good care of myself. But at the same time, in reality, when reality sets in, we really don't love ourselves like we should. If we do love ourselves, now why are we putting everything in our bodies that don't belong in there? You know, and we'll say, well, we'll have a cheat day. Well, really, it's no such thing as a cheat day. Well, let's be honest about it. Let's be transparent about it. Instead of a cheat day, let's just be a better day of treating ourselves, a healthy day. Instead of a cheat day, let's reverse this and say we're going to have a healthy day today. So, you know, I'm learning new things, how to do it, and I'm really enjoying this journey. It's a struggle, yes. And what I thought I would never be able to do is drink black coffee. You know, I was like, ooh, when my uncle used to drink black coffee, when my grandfather used to drink black coffee back in the days when I was a kid, but that was the healthy choice. You know, they was really doing the healthy thing of drinking black coffee. So today and yesterday, I started drinking black coffee. And black coffee helps to keep the glucose levels just even out. When you're on a juice fast, I notice, you know, when my glucose is up and down and up and down, to level it out to normal, back down to 70, I learned if it goes up and it tries to steep up the hill to 200, 300, and 190s, you know, and I'm like, okay, excuse me. I say, let me get a cup of coffee. Because my sugars level, my blood sugar level, I always check. I wear one of these right here, these patches. And when it goes off on my phone, it lets me know where I am on my levels, my glucose levels. So I began to drink black coffee. He mentioned you can do black coffee. He mentioned avocados is our best friend. And he also mentioned olives. You know, you can just snack on these, and instead of juicing your fruits, which I have did that in the past, being on this health kick, working out and exercise, and I know y'all have saw my videos on exercise and working out, especially on Facebook. I put a lot of exercise videos on there, but on YouTube I do not. So I always have juiced my fruits, thinking that was the right thing to do. But I'm learning that's not the right thing to do, because we're taking a lot of substance out and nutritional things that we need to put in our body. And when we juice our fruits instead of eating them whole and pure, where we can get all of the vitamins and everything that we need to go into our body, when we juice it, we're taking away from it. And I said, okay, well, it's reverse psychology. We have to do the vegetables. We can juice them all day long, and we can eat our fruits raw. So I'm learning to do those things. And all the time I've been thinking, okay, juice my fruits, but that's the wrong way to do it. But I tell you, these 3 days have been remarkable. They've been a struggle, but it has really helped me. So what I have is my journal right here. I just been journaling down a lot of things, taking notes from him. And so black coffee is amazing. And he said, give yourself 120 days and you will begin to see the results of your labor. You will begin to see the results. But me having this monitor here, right here, it tells me, it keeps track of everything, where I don't have to keep track. I don't have to poke myself with the little perky needles or anything like that, the lancers or anything. I just, pick my phone up and it lets me know about every level, about all the information that I need. It is so convenient for me. So all I have to do is jot it down and put it in this book, which my phone will save every little thing, but I like to save it, put it on paper and see for myself. But it logs every day on my phone about my glucose levels. And in my phone, it'll tell me, did you exercise today? And I will say yes or no. It has my food log in there. And I will log in the things that I have eaten or juiced today, because I do drink the broth. I have broth now that I have started on. At first I was doing just water. So water is already in our juice, in our fruits. Water is already in our fruits, so we don't need a whole bunch of water. We just need a little water, at least 16 ounces, no more than that, because if you're juicing, you're already getting the water anyway. So if you're eating a handful of blueberries, I do blueberries, I do strawberries, and I just, eat it. And I'm learning about the portion size, because I had got out of tune, and without doing that, I just got out of habit of not really doing the portion size, because, when we pick up these bad habits, that we really don't think about the way we eat and the way we should really portion things. And I should have brought a little 4-ounce cup that I have. I have a little 4-ounce cup that I just nibble out of. And I realized, instead of getting that 4-ounce, little old 4-ounce like that, I would shrink it down to about 2 ounces. Now that should be enough for me to train my body to eat small portions of food between the hours of 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and cut it out. That's all we need. We can eat all day long, just small portions of food from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. But my thing is that I have to break a habit because I love to snack. That's my biggest enemy right there. I love to snack after 6 p.m. Especially I'm doing like business work. I'm up half of the night, and that's another thing. I would train myself. I have to train myself to shut it down, shut it off, cut it off at a certain hour. You know, so that's my biggest struggle as well. Learning how to shut things down and just say, you know what, Vicky, just put all this aside, and now it's your turn. Now it's time to take care of you. And so I noticed in these 3 days that when I first started, which was Friday morning, I started and I noticed that my sugar, my glucose level was just spiking up and down, 2 and 300. And it would get down to like 190 or 180, and it started spiking down to like 56 and 67. But it was trying to adjust itself, and it was just clearing out all the toxic and waste in my body that I had been, just carrying around, and juicing and drinking water in between, and just doing the things that I needed to do to get my body level off to where all the toxic can be flushed out, just like that. And the second day, when I was on the juice fast, I noticed that it didn't spike as much as it did the first time. The first day, it was just all over the place. You know, the alarm was going off because I have an alarm, and when my glucose level spikes up, the alarm would go off. If it spikes down, the alarm would go off. So it was just all over the place the first day, and I kept waking up out of my sleep and looking at my monitor, and I said, oh, it's time for me to get up and drink some water to try to get it down. And so the doctor mentioned that if you just get you some water, if you're out and you can't do a 15-minute walk, just get you a glass of water and put some vinegar in it and drink that, and eventually it will go down. If you eat fruits, and he said, yeah, your sugar level, your glucose level is going to shoot up because, that's natural sugar. He said, but give 30 minutes, it'll go back down. It'll go back down. And so today, I noticed it had leveled off. I was doing such a wonderful job. I say, oh, I finally made it. I finally got here. So, when I said that, the enemy always step in. I'm blaming him today because I still, have a long way to go. But I came to my son's house, and I left my little monitor thing. Not my monitor thing. It checks my levels, which I can check it on my phone, but it's the little stick pen. It's the little pen thing. So I couldn't take the pen shot. That's what I'm trying to say. See, this fogginess is going to go away in Jesus' name. So I have my pen, but, certain freestyle I have the Freestyle. I was on Ozempic, but I'm no longer on there. But if you take Ozempic, you know what I'm talking about. You just have the pen, but you have to put the needle on there. That's the part that I left off. And I did my checklist, and I thought I had all of my stuff together before I came out of town. So I wind up leaving my needle at home. And I said, OMG. So my sugar level, my glucose level started shooting up. And it had got up to 207. Then it went up to 209. And I thought about the black coffee, which will bring it down. I thought about the vinegar. So I went into the kitchen and I got me a cup of black coffee and I started drinking it. And to me, I felt like it wasn't going down fast enough. So I went into the kitchen like another 30 or 45 minutes later, and I did the vinegar and water. So it's coming down. I said, thank you, Jesus. It's coming down now. Because I called around and I said, well, I explained to the pharmacist, I say, I need this pen, this needle. I say, I have the pen, the EpiPen. Some people call it EpiPen. But I explained to him, I have that. But I went off and left my needles that go to the pen. And they said, well, let me see if we have some in stock. And so the lady put me on hold and she came back. She said, no, we don't have any in stock and we'll have some 3 days. I say, no, I can't be without the pen that long. I say, can you call around to see if I can maybe come and get it or pick it up? And she said, well, I have to call tomorrow morning. And I said to myself, okay, but I'm getting ready to call now. So as soon as I got off the phone with her, you know, they were saying the same thing. I said, okay, I have to wait until in the morning, then I will get started on that. And I said, well, God, maybe you're trying to tell me something to really just, you know, just trust you all the way, because I have, but to trust you more in the process, because everything is already worked out, you know. So the enemy will try to put fear in you. And I said, no, I'm going to block all fear out. I'm going to block all negativity out of my mind. I'm getting it out because the doc spoke on about fear and negativity. You got to learn how to block all that out and to reverse it and think positive and to believe in yourself that you can do this. So I began to write in my journal once again about the fear that tried to set in. So journaling really have helped me on this journey to stay focused. And so for those who are struggling with any type of weight loss, because I just got off the phone with one of my friends, and she said, well, you know, Vicki, my biggest enemy is potato chips. And I said, well, if that's your biggest enemy, then you need to learn how to defeat that giant, because he's defeated and you are victorious in everything that you do. If you love chips, and I thought about the same thing, because I love to snack. I just told y'all that. I love to snack. But I'm reversing the thinking that the old way. And I thought about chips because I was just like my friend. I love to snack. I love to snack on chips and plain Lay's potato chips. Oh my God. And I thought about sweet potatoes. I have a dehydrator. I can just cut those up and season, put a little cayenne pepper or whatever I want to put on there, and just put it in my dehydrator, and when it finish, that can be my little snack. Or I can get some cucumbers, chop those up, and put maybe a little ranch dip, and just dip that, and just psych my mind out and say, this is really good, because sometimes we just want to move our mouth and hear a crunch, hear something crunchy, or hear something, taste something crunchy or salty or something like that. Learn different ways how to psych your mind out when it comes to eating things that is unhealthy. So on this journey, I am learning how to really overcome a lot of things in my life, and the more that I practice doing this, I know the better my life will be, and then I'm expanding my life when it comes down to health wise. I'm not shortening it by putting all them chemicals and toxic waste just sitting up in my body and not doing nothing. I used to be a couch potato, just sit and eat just a lot of pastas, bread, sugar. I'm learning how to resist all that, and it's been a journey. Just like I would never thought drinking black coffee, and I love sugar in my coffee. I love the cream in my coffee, but I'm sitting up here drinking black coffee. This is something I wouldn't have never thought that I would be doing. I'm telling you, and it's blowing my mind because I absolutely love the black coffee. And I would just frown up at my uncles and my grandfather like, oh, it don't have no taste. But like the doc said today, the more that you do things that you normally don't do, and some things gonna taste bitter, but you will get used to it the more that you put it in your body. And one thing that fascinated me today, I was like, and he mentioned that this lady that he was talking with, she had, I think, now I'm not for sure, but I think it was like cancer or something, and she began to eat spoiled meat, and I couldn't believe that. Somebody sitting up there eating spoiled meat. But he was saying that the lady told him that she ate spoiled meat, and when she ate spoiled meat, it got rid of the cancer. And I'm like, oh, but my goal is not to eat any more meat. My goal is to be plant-based foods, But for those who choose to eat meat, then, that's your prerogative. I have nothing to do with that. But my thing is to get rid of diabetes, and just, I don't want it to ever return, you know. So that's my goal, is to be plant-based all the way. Uh, for those who know me and have heard my story years ago, I was a vegan. And I was in the learning process, and I had this wonderful, wonderful senior lady. She would teach me what to eat. But one thing I realized, she didn't eat any meat. But we would go to McDonald's sometime and get fries. And she would tell me, fries is vegan. And I'm like, oh, well, that's cool. I can eat all the French fries but forgot the grease, forgot that it was starchy and white potatoes, which is not good for you anyway. And just eating those foods, the grease, what kind of cooking oil is they cooking in? What kind of oil is they frying the white potatoes in? And just white, period. White potatoes, bread, pastas, sugars, all that is no good for you. But, she thought it was right. And I believe what I was being taught, that it was right. So every day I would just, I'm not eating no meat. That was my mind. I'm not eating no meat. So it's okay to go to McDonald's and get their fries. So we did that. But when you know better, you do better. Now I know that wasn't the right thing to do. But at the time, I thought it was the right thing to do. So when I started doing my research as a vegan, because when I left the job site that I was on and moved to another one, I was still on the vegan for 3 years. And I did some research, and I said, hey, I didn't even supposed to eat them French fries like that. If I was going to eat some fries, I could have, made my own sweet potato fries. Cauliflower fries. Anything would have been better than McDonald's fries. And for those who, I'm not putting McDonald's down, because I was the McDonald's queen, okay? I really was. And but now that I know better, of taking better care of my health, and now I'm on this journey, is put better choices, making better choices to put in my system, in my body. Because like I said, I want to be here as long as God permit, as long as he have me on this earth. But I want to, share my story and share my journey with those who are struggling just like me, concerning health issues, so we can get on the right track, live longer, feel healthy, feel better. And like I said this morning, boy, this is the best. This is the best time. I have never felt this great for a long time. It's been a long time since I felt like this. And so I have my levels down, written down, and anytime that I feel some type of way, I write it down, in this book. I write it down. I keep everything in this book, including recipes. Recipes, my exercise, how long I exercise, and I have started meditation. So I am working on the red light, to get a red light, instead of, having the lights on in my home. Well, I'm at my son's today, but I will gradually put a red light for at night. And, you know, just start making little small changes in my life step by step. I know it's not going to be overnight, but I have noticed before I close, I have noticed a change in my clothes within 3 days. And like I said, the first day, my stomach cramps was so unbearable that I had to get me a cracker. The second day, I think I got me a cracker and some nuts and berries, but the third day, which is almost gone in 20 minutes, I did a lot better. I did a lot better today than I have did in the last 2 days. So tomorrow I decided to take off 2 days, but I think I changed my mind. I would, I think I'm gonna continue to stay on this juice fast and really get my life together. But also, I'm just gonna do the very best I can. Now, I do have plant-based food, and I will start eating tomorrow between the hours of 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. 6 o'clock Central Standard Time, I will cut it off. And I think what I have in mind is to start drinking green tea to relax me and learning how to shut everything down before 9 or 9:30. So that's just my intake, and I think I'm going to get off of here and jot some more ideas on what is next for my life and the plans that God has for me. And I'm acknowledging Him in all of my ways, and I know He will direct my path. But I had to get on here and share. And I'm excited because I feel my stomach. My stomach is not puffy or bloated anymore. And I said, if I keep this up, I won't have no stomach. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. It was something else that I wanted to mention, but if I think about it, I will jot it down and share it with you guys. But yeah, I think I'm gonna keep it up. I said that I was gonna do 3 days of juice fast, but I'm gonna start adding juice and plant-based food tomorrow, and just start portioning my sizes out. And I can eat between the hours of 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. and I will cut it off. So if you guys have not followed me on Facebook, Determined But Not Defeated, make sure you look my name up and Determined But Not Defeated. You'll see my beautiful face, and you will see me on there just exercising and doing the best that I can. So if y'all want to join, you're welcome. But if not, I do understand. I know time is the essence. So y'all be blessed and highly favored. And guess what? I will see you soon. And have a healthy night. Be healthy. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.